YouTube, this is Andrea here. Okay, we are off to the next page of our 8x8 mini album using the Once Upon a Time stack. This is by DCWV, and it is cardstock. It's very thick, and it's blank on one side and then covered on the other. Alright, let's get into this page. This is the last page we did. We got a couple little flips in here. Pocket. That was fun. Now we're going to have a few flips in this one. This is flip number 1. And it actually goes on this side, and I'll give you the measurements for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.5 inches long, score at a half. And we're going to tape this down to the outside edge. You get a piece of paper so you can see that. There we go. There's our outside edge. Removing the tape backing. Oh, I need a little bit of glue, because without glue it can lift on you later on. Like if you go to a humid area or you live in a humid area, you're going to want both of these to allow it to stick down and stay down. Not just stick, but stay. Okay, get it right up to the edge of the paper. There we go. There we go, there we go. Then we have the same exact size flip, except for this time you're going to score it on the left hand side. This is scored on the right, and you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Place your tape on it, remove the tape backing. So that's 2 of the same size flips. Again, it goes on this side. So let's get our paper over here. It's going on the edge of the last flip we put on here. It's another reason why to have that glue on there, so you can lift it up when needed. Alright. Okay, now this is our big flip. So you have in these 2 sheets you have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas to decorate. The one on this side is the next page, so you can't count it. I mean, you could count it, but not with what we're decorating this one with. Alright, so then I created a pocket. This pocket was made with one of my favorite dies. Let's see if I can pull it out. This die here. And I got this die from Creolise, and I'll put a link down below in the box. Alright, so that's our pocket. And this pocket goes onto this main page, the inside page. So that's where we're going to put it. Oh, already got it glued. Let's press that corner down right there. Press the corner down right there, and then remove the backing of the next tape pieces. Add in a little bit of glue. And this is going to go into the center of your page. Let me see, this might help you see. So we want to come in and make 2 blank sides here, but staying away from the score line here, because you have to include that part of the centered area. Yeah, just like so. Perfect. We didn't overdo it. Okay. Get our little towel. Clean up some of this glue. I guess I overdid it a little bit. Use your bone folder to check your pocket. Make sure it's not sticking all the way down to the paper. Excuse me. Okay, there's the pocket for that. Then I have a pocket for this one. And this I made with Anna Griffith's Pretty Little Pocket die. If you don't have that particular die, use any die you want to create a pocket with. Okay, so I'm going to put, maybe I do want it on this side. No, I don't. I don't want it on that side. So let's go back here. And maybe I want it on the front, because I have also made these little flips, but I haven't cut them all the way down yet. And they're going to go onto the side of this pocket. Alright, so let's do a little bit of cutting, because we have to trim those flips just a hair, not a whole lot. One thing I found about making the mini albums is if you can get them down, get your pages like down to where you are creating all the flips in that before you put them down, then you're going to be a happy camper. This one didn't get cut down as much. Alright. We're going to have 3 flips on that page. Perfect. Okay. Put these in our recycle bin. Drives me nuts if I have a bunch of scrap paper everywhere and it's not something I'm using, so it goes in the recycle bin or to my extra scrap boxes, of which I need to go through. Okay, so let's go with the pocket here and our flips here. Yep, I like that idea. Let's get the tape backing off. The cool thing about this Anna Griffin die that actually creates a pocket is that it scores all of your lines for you. So you don't have to score it after it's created. It comes right out of the die cutter just like that. One thing you should be careful of is not putting your tape on the wrong side. I have done that. Okay. Let's get our bone folder. Clean up our glue. Alright, perfect. Now we have our flips. Now these are all not going to stay the same. They're going to be cut. But I didn't want to cut them beforehand because I've done that before, and I wanted to show you how you can cut them the easy way without having to measure all the time. So let's do that. We've had so much rain, so please forgive me for sniffling a lot. It's just been really, really bad. Let's get our... Sometimes that line is really hard to see. Okay. Get that up there now. Alright, there's our top. Then we're going to put the next one on. Sometimes the tape doesn't want to come off the back of the, or the tape backing doesn't want to come off the back of the tape. Keep working at it, you'll get it. Okay. Put a little glue. You're going to butt it right up against this one here. flip it. And we're going to put the last one on because we only want the 3 because these are long. Okay. All right. Alright, so there's our 3 flips. Move that out the way. I'm going to leave the book like this so you can see how we're going to cut it. Where are my good scissors? My good scissors. Okay, so with your flip, you can make this one the long one, or you can make it the short one. Because we only have 3, you should measure. And let's see. Look for my small ruler. Guess we're using the big ruler. Here, our longest piece, which hangs a little over the edge, is this one here. So here, you're going to cut it 3/4 of an inch off. So our 3/4 is right here. That's where this is. And that's just to get this straight at the bottom. Or as straight as you can. I'll leave that for a second. There we go. I don't cut as straight as this, so we'll cut with this. You can pull it in from the back. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Alright, so that's our underneath piece. And then here, we're going to cut another 3/4 of an inch. Maybe it'd be easier to come in this way. Yeah, we were doing better the other way. Okay, so another 3/4 of an inch, which is right there. And then you get a slight build up there. And you're going to do the same for this. Okay, that's it. Now we got our flips ready for that page. This is ready to go. I actually need to trim this one. It seems to be a little wider than the other two. So let me get my small trimming mat and my X-Acto knife. And let's get that straightened out. I'm going to start at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Where is my other ruler? I'll be right back. I gotta get the other ruler. Found one I can use. Yeah, now I feel better. Get me a straighter line. Whoops. Just throw it everywhere. Just trying to get it straight, folks. Alright. Let's try that again. Oh, brother. Am I half asleep or what? Is that what it is? Okay. Alright. Turn it backwards. See if I can fix it this way. Oh. Okay. Hey, try everything you have before you have to go back to this little old school method. Old school sometimes is the best school. I think we did a little better there. Alright, I feel better about that. And you got to see how fun it is to fix something as small as a flip. But now they're all even and I feel so much better about that. Nothing has to be perfect except for the perfection you expect from yourself. Alright. So there. Feel so much better about that. So that is pocket over here. I have a flip for this page. a flip for this page and blank page, and then a pocket and a couple of flips. So that's going to be pretty nice. So let's start with this one. This flip also has a pocket in it. Let's go ahead and peel the tape backing off a bit. And you have your little poochie pocket right there. And then we have a tag that can fit right inside. Like that. We'll set that aside. We'll get some tape and tape this pocket down. Sometimes if you can get these pieces on before you put your paper on, it could make life a lot easier. Okay, this is going to go on the right hand side of this page. We have the pocket here, so we will also have the flip here. This gives us some stability on the page itself. Maybe I need to turn this. Then we have our little tag that goes right there. Excuse me. So now we have a flip up here. Clean up that glue. Okay, that's our flip for there. We got our pocket here. Little pocket here. Close that up, and we have our very last page, which is the very front. And that is going to have a flip that goes like this, right down the middle. And it's going to flip up like that, and this is going to be a pocket. So let's go ahead and tape this down. Let's close our pocket up first. Oop. Okay. Tape on here. Okay. Now remove the backing of your tape. Put a little bit of glue on here, give it some strength so it'll stay permanently. I'm just eyeballing the center. You can measure it yourself if that's what you like to do. I'm just eyeballing it. Giving it the old eyeball. Right on. Now our little tag sticks right into the pocket like so. Perfect. So this flips this way. Then you open it this way. Then you have 3 flips. Blank spot there. Pocket. Close that and then reopen it to this side. And as soon as the magnets are on, these will not flop out of the way. Alright, and then you have a pocket here, pocket on your flip here. Isn't that really cute? Okay, so let's get our paper cut up, inked up, and then make it into stickers, and we'll be back to decorate our page with paper. Okay, now we've got all of our papers turned into stickers, and we are ready to start decorating. So we have, let's start in the back here on number 12. This is 10 and 13. Here's 12. So 12 is this section here. And then 11 is this section here. So as you guys know, I always number. Sometimes I forget to number, but 99.1% of the time I always number my sections so I don't get them all mixed up. And it just goes a little faster on camera. But it also goes a little faster if you're just making them yourself without recording. So here's 11, and I have 11 here. So let's go ahead and pop 11 on real quick. I need a piece of scrap paper. Let's see if we can. I want the gap to be about 1/4 of an inch, like that. Perfect. Take your bone folder and press down. If you have to, grab your eraser and just erase some of that excess glue around the edges. Okay. Got a little glue on top too. Good stuff, right? All right. Now I have this top piece I'm going to put on before I put on these 2 little tiny pieces here. Excuse me. Okay. I need to put a little bit of glue on here to make it nice and wiggly for me so it doesn't stick before I'm ready for it to stick down permanently. So just take a little bit of glue and put it on the area that you think you might need it on. A little extra anywhere else. let's go ahead, put your hand in the pocket. There we go. So I don't have to have it all the way in, just a little bit of the way, just like that. Perfect. Just gonna erase just a little bit here. And here. Okay. Then we have our two little pieces. See here. This one goes here. Just like that. This one goes here. Oop, too close. See that pocket? Got to be careful of your score line on your pocket as well as the score line for the page itself. So that goes here. Perfect. And remember, we're not decorating until the very end. Alright, so we've got this page done. We have 13, 14, and then 15, 16, and 17 for this one. So I have 15 here. So we'll just remove that and start with it. Like that. Okay. We have 14. Go ahead and put 14 on. This is number 3, so we'll set that aside because it's not ready. And then I want to put our little fairy down a little bit. Perfect. I like that. Okay, perfect. Let's find our tag. So I took a piece of paper and then I inked up the edges on the paper. And it was note paper, notebook, not notebook paper, but journal paper from a journal. Let's get this up first. Now we can get this up. And the thinner your paper is, the more easily it is ripped when you Xyron it. So just be careful. So this is 17. Let's see here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, then we have to get 16. Let's find 16. Right there. One right in the middle. There we go. and it's beautiful. I love the flowers with the berries. So gorgeous. Alright, and that goes into our pocket here, just like so. Now we have to find number 13, which I believe is right here. Yes, it is. Okay. 13 is going to go like this. Got to be careful of our score line. Yeah. Just like that. Alright. Perfect. So this whole side is done. Now we can flip it over and we can work on this side and this side. Okay, so this is 12, this is 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, look at that, I got two 13s. I actually did that on purpose so that I would have you know, wait a minute, I need to put one for right here. Okay, I got scraps left, but which one do I want to use? No, I'm gonna go with the red. Okay. It doesn't need to be very wide because you've got these little dots here. So really, it's just up to that dot. Just scoot this over, and then we'll cut it right there. So let me grab my cutter, which is right here, so I don't have to go very far. Okay, we'll ink this up and we'll glue it down. I think I'll take the tag out for right now, so as it's gluing it has a flatter surface. Use our liquid glue because you really don't, I mean, you can use your tape if you have 1/4 inch tape, but you can also use wet glue. Okay. Perfect. I like that. Then you put your tag in and you have that offset. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Okay, let's look for number 11. Okay, that says, go over here. Yep, okay, so that's number 3. So let's look here. 2, 19, 18, and 10. So we're going to have to make number 11, which is fine because we have plenty of scraps. Let's see. I think I might like her on this band. That's 13, 14. Yeah, let's put her on the band. The bandwagon. Let me get my white sheet again, or a white sheet. There we go. Okay. Gonna cut there. And we're gonna cut here. That glitter paper can be very hard to cut through. Very, very hard, especially if you cut through it over and over and over again. Okay, I like that. And it can be hard to ink as well, so just be aware of that. So this is number 11. We need number 12, and I think I can get away with part of the, yeah, I sure can, part of the wings from the last one there. So her wings are right here. Alright, we'll ink that up. And again, it's going to be difficult to get that ink over that glitter. But if you tilt your inking dauber slightly, you can get it a little bit over there. And kind of like that. Slightly tilt it. You don't have to cover the whole thing, just tilt it a little bit. Okay, that is 12. Let's go inside for 13 and 14. Let's see, 13 can be red. Go in here. You just double check. Oh yeah, that's much better. This one is just the same. No, see, it's about 1/4 of an inch off. And that 1/4 of an inch really made a big difference. So watch out for stuff like that. That's what I'm here for you to learn from my mistakes. Keep that out, we might need it. Okay, now we can cut this one down to fit this one. Okay. Alright, we'll ink this up and we will number this one 13. I do the same thing. I tilt my dauber on the side when I get these extra dark areas, just so that I can see the highlight. 13. Okay. So I need a big piece here. I'm going to have to get a whole nother sheet out to put a big piece there. And I already have one in mind, but I got to find it. Here it is. Here it is. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Look how gorgeous that is. Let me just trim that glue off the top. Alright, now we have more of a straight line. Let's go ahead and get a white background here. Go. Pull that up. Here we go. If you want an incredibly straight line without getting too crooked like I do sometimes, use a white or lighter background than the paper you're using. Or darker if you're using really, really light paper. Oh yeah, I love it. Perfect. Okay, we'll ink this one up and we will number it 14. Okay, so we now have 13, 14, and 11 and 12. And the rest we already have done. So let's clean up our mess and get to putting our papers back on our album. Okay, so we will start with 10. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and make these stickers and then I'll be right back. Alright, we are back and we are ready to rock and roll. Now we have paper. Okay, so move this over here. We take our tag out. We're going to set it to the side. This is number 10. So let's go ahead and put number 10 on. See if we can going to work with our score line. Try to stay away from it, above it, like so. On this particular page, I have put in a little crossband, and that's so you could put a photo in here or whatever you like. A tag, whatever you want. Okay, there's more tags. Pull those out. This says to tag to be. So here is number 11. Before I lay that down, I want to go ahead and slide this under the lip of the pocket. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then we have our wings that go on this side, and you see how they kind of match up there? I think that's so cute. Yay. And we will put the tag in there just for right now. We're not going to decorate it yet because we're moving on. Okay. Now we have 13. And 13 has a magnet on the back, so you need to remove the tape backing. Want to come up here towards the magnet. Lay that down as straight as possible. And then make sure to burnish around that magnet so that magnet doesn't start slipping and sliding over, you know, 2-3 years. Okay, we have 14. Remove the tape backing there. Excuse me. And I want this one to go on here like so, but I want to be careful of my score line over here. I don't want the paper to bunch up. Okay, perfect. Just like so. Yay, pretty. Now we can turn the page and we are off to this section here. We have 2 tags for this area, but before we have the 2 tags, we also have our paper. So we need a little bit of glue, wet glue I should say, so that we can slide this around a wee bit till we're ready for it to stick down permanently. There we go. It's coming out kind of dry. So let's slide that in here like so. Good. Oh, I cannot do that just yet because the piece that goes down inside is this one here. And that would have been a mess, a total mess. Okay, so this one you're going to glue all the way around. you've got to have this one a little bit more saturated than normal, because it has to slide down into the pocket, and that's going to show off the roses that are on this pocket. Okay, and just slide it in there as best you can. Just get it up in there. I'm going to add a little bit more glue. There we go. And I know you guys are thinking, well, Andrea, ain't nobody gonna see that, but they will see it. See how it shows through the flowers there? They're gonna see it. And you don't want them to just, there we go. Now, if you happen to have this particular die, you might want to not do what I did, and that's put the pocket down before you put the paper on. So, you might not want to do that. I'm just saying. It's a little difficult. Okay. So let's get in here and flatten this out. There we go. Wipe off your bone folder. Lay out your towel flat, because you don't want it to be stuck to itself. And I put this one right here. Now I feel better. I can get this one on with no problem. Awesome. Awesome. Make sure this is all nice and flat. Flat, flat, flat. Perfect. Get that back up. Now our roses really pop there. Okay, so let's get to working on this side. As you can see, I put in a ribbon. This is a gold ribbon with glitter on it. And this actually is not glued down yet. But I took my 1-inch circle punch and I punched out 2 of these. I put a magnet on the middle, and then I laid the end of this in the middle, and then I put this piece on top of that. So that's why it's able to magnetize like that. So you could do that yourself. I am also going to be using this. So let's get some glue on here. Okay, just slide that onto there. And the magnet is going to hold that on there nice and tight because it's metal. This is a bronze piece. But because it's metal, it's going to hold on there and dry up really nicely. So that's cool. There. So while that's drying, we're just going to slip it onto the side. And we'll get to work on these. Let's start on our back piece, which is number 3. And that's this one right here. like that a lot. Then we have number 4, which is right here. Let me see what we got here. This is 18 and 19. Uh-oh. We got to do number 4, which is okay. Let's do number 4. Because we have plenty of leftovers. Plenty. And you should too. Unless your book is bigger than mine. If you're doing a bigger book, then you might want to get an extra pad of paper. You know what? I'm going to turn this over to this side. Okay. I just want to cut a sliver off the bottom. Almost equally in half. This is like a hair shorter than that. But that's okay. This is going to go here. Go ahead and ink that up. I like to see my ink on my paper. I don't know why. I just think it's so pretty and chic when you can see the shadow of the ink on the paper. Okay, we will make that a sticker. So let's move on to number 7, which should be the same size. And it is, so we will use this as a template, and we'll go ahead and use this one. Let's get this pushed back. This goes in here. Okay. Let me get these words off of here because I might want to use them later. And I already have the other set of words cut off. So, alright. Okay, so I can get 2 out of this one. Go ahead and cut that. There's 1. I think I need 1 more. Let's see. So we have 4. Mark this as 4. Then we have 7. Then we have 5. I need 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more. That's okay. Thank goodness they're all the same size, right? Hey. Cut this one in half. Oop, somebody is knocking at the door. I will be right back. Alright guys, so I got these all stickified and inked up, measured out, and let's get them on. Let's go ahead, move that out the way. Remove the backing of our tape. This is number 9, so we can see right through the back of these, which is really nice. And find number 9. Let's see, I think I'm going to turn the book, make it a little easier to work on. Push it in a little bit. If you haven't seen baby pictures of my daughter, this is one of the ones that sits on my work table. She's so adorable. Okay, don't tell her I showed y'all, because she'll be like, stop showing my baby picture. Okay, let's get this centered. If you can, don't worry about being off. This is your project. Make it the way you want it. Or however your hands will allow you to do it. That's the way you go. Do it that way. Okay, then we have number 6, which is on this one. This one's a little too long, so I'm gonna have to cut it up a little bit. Yes, way too long. So let's get out our ink, our scissors, and let's do surgery. I don't have to cut that much off, but still, you want to ink it back up. Should be enough. Yep. So I'm just going to pull it up a little bit so I can ink on both sides. And it's like it never happened. Yay! Okay, let's move on to number 8. Hopefully it's not too long. Let's see here. Yeah, it is. But we caught it before we laid it down. Yay. Ink that up. Now I can put it down and not mess it up. This is where it's so important you stay away from that score line. Otherwise, it won't fold properly. Now, we're moving on to number 5. Which is right here. Number 5. Keep 5 alive. Okay. And we are going to have to cut this. Oh, brother, talk about... At least I cut them all the wrong size right. Goodness. Okay. Ah. Get that down. Like, I don't know, people cooking. Okay, then we have number 7, which will probably be too long as well. Or it'll probably fit. Isn't that funny? Yep. Well, at least it was the last one that fit. There's a little trimming I like to do here. Here. Feel better about that. And number 4. This one fits too. How funny. Well, how did I mess up on all the others? I don't get it. Something I was doing. Probably eating dinner. And I forgot what I was doing. Alright, let's get this glue out of here. Okay, we've got these done. And we've got that perfectly on there. We do have 2 tags to do here. So let's get these tags done. This is our big tag for here. Let's see. Perfect. Flip it over and do it like that. Okay, perfect. That's going to go in that pocket.